What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since I have formally sat down to make a new video. I know I've made a few posts this past week, but they've kind of just been videos that I thrown together real quick just to have something to post to keep the channel active. But I have just been so busy. It's been probably one of the busiest times of my entire life this past 2 months with track and work and graduating and everything like that. So it's been a month, but it's been fun, and yeah, I just have not had too much time to be able to sit down and make a video, but here I am today. It is May 5th, yesterday was May 4th, and we did go up to the theaters to see The Phantom Menace in person, which was really cool. Yeah, by the way, I love that movie. I know it gets hated on a lot, and people always say that The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones are like, kind of bad movies, but they make up for, Revenge of the Sith makes up for it, which I personally think that they're all great, and I actually might like Attack of the Clones better than Revenge of the Sith. I probably don't, but I like it probably about the same, just because all the Jedi that are in Attack of the Clones. But so we did that, and then we did go to Happy Pappy's in Toy Kingdom. Now, whenever I went to Toy Kingdom, the main thing I was looking for was this deluxe Jango Fett vintage collection figure. It came out about a month ago, and whenever it came out, I remember like the day that it was like officially released, I went up to, or the day before it was released, I went up to Toy Kingdom to try to find it. They did not have it, and the day it was actually released, I went up and they still did not have it. So I was a little, that was a bit of a bummer, but I knew they would eventually have it. So I came up yesterday, and alas, they had it. So yeah, I've been really excited to get my hands on this figure. It is the, obviously, Jango Fett figure, and I really do love Jango Fett. This is like the definitive 3.75 inch Jango Fett figure, because it's been a minute since they've really updated how he looks, updated you know, his molds and everything, and I'm really happy that they finally did, because Jango, he's probably my favorite, or he is my favorite Mandalorian. Obviously, he's the base of all clones, and I think that his armor is just really cool. So I got him, which I'll be opening here, and then, so I got him at Toy Kingdom, and then we went to Happy Pappy's, and it was weird, like I had quite a bit of money that I had saved from like tips at my job and stuff, but I only ended up spending about $15 of it, which is probably for the better. But I got this Anakin figure here that I have honestly been wanting for a really long time. He came out in a comic 2-pack with this droid, and I actually have the droid that he came out in the comic pack with, but I never had him, so I'm assuming that I got the droid back in California, like in a loose lot. But I got him for 13 bucks, and I think that he just looks really sick. He kind of looks like, you know, he's going to the Tusken Raider you know, hut to try to free his mom. Like he has like the raggy robes, and I think that the way that the robes are molded onto him looks really good. It looks really I don't know, cohesive. So we got him, and then we got Watto as well, because I just got done watching The Phantom Menace, and Watto obviously plays a pretty big role in that movie. So I don't have a Watto anything, actually. This is my very first Watto figure. Let's go ahead and get him open here. He was $4, and he comes with all his accessories as well. Here he is. Watto. He's actually really cool. He's really detailed. Look how little his arms are. He has a big circular belly. He has like a jock strap. Like, what is that? He has this little vest, and then he has this little rope. He goes around here. He has his wings, obviously. Let's see if he can stand. He has pretty big feet. When was he made? 1998. Okay, his legs cannot move, so it's gonna be a little tough to try to make him stand. Like, maybe he'll be able to stand like that. I don't know, but yeah, pretty cool. Just a normal Watto, and then he comes with what is this? Is this what he uses to like price things? I don't know, but this is totally something that my grandma would have had. She would have bought this, and she had a little shoebox full of Star Wars figures, and we'd always play with them every time we went over to her house. Yeah, there we go. We'll have more like that. Oh, actually, that balances it out whenever you guys are holding. Okay, so there is Watto. pretty cool. And then let's get this Anakin open. Also, I do have a little display going on in my Star Wars figure display, and it's kind of like the evolution of Anakin. And I actually needed a Attack of the Clones Anakin. I know technically this one's from the comics, but it's the same era, same look for an Anakin. And I actually really liked that head sculpt. Let's see if we can... Sorry if you can hear background noise. My family's watching TV in the other room. But yeah, that head sculpt looks really nice. He has like dirt on his face. You know, he's been fighting a bit. And then this is rubber here. And then he has a rubber tunic as well. I love his boots. Anakin's boots are so sick. Obviously he has his robotic hand, and yeah, just like tattered up robes. He has a hood in the back. I really enjoy how this figure looks. And then, you know, he has to have his saber, of course. I don't know if that's gonna go in. I'm not gonna give it to him right now. But yeah, I'm really glad that I actually ended up picking him up. And this actually works well because Watto is seen in Attack of the Clones. So we got like Attack of the Clones Anakin. He's going over to Watto and asking where Shmi went. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I am actually glad that I got him. I was debating on whether or not I should get him because I kind of wanted to save my money. But I am very glad that I ended up biting the bullet on him, because I feel like I would have regretted it if I did not, because he is one that I've been wanting to pick up for a while. So yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so I just opened up Jango Fett here, and here he is. This is what he looks like fresh out of the box. He is, or he was like kind of wrapped up in that cardboard, because that's kind of what they do now, is they put their figures in cardboard. This Anakin does not understand. But yeah, so he's not like in like a bubble, which is actually kind of good, because sometimes the figures can be in a bubble for so long that they kind of get like stiff joints and stuff. So that was pretty, or it's pretty nice that they don't do that anymore. But here he is, and already this figure looks beautiful. I love the metallicness of the armor. It's like super duper silver looking, which I really love. And they got the color down perfectly for his like bodysuit that he wears. There's always a lot of debate on whether or not Jango Fett is purple or blue. Obviously his helmet's blue, but as for his bodysuit, it looks purple in some images, it looks blue in others. But this is really like that perfect color, because a lot of figures also get it wrong. They either make it really blue or really purple, or grayish sometimes, but it's kind of like a muted blue, which is why it looks really purple. I kind of think of it like a periwinkle sort of color, but they got it down perfectly with this figure. So it is a deluxe figure. Oh, also, let's take a look at the head here. It's basically just a clone face with like some scarring. It does not look too much like Jango Fett. I mean, obviously it looks like him because he's a Jango Fett is the base of clone troopers, but the only thing is that this looks more like a clone than it does Jango, because Jango had like stubble, and his hair was a little bit shorter on the sides and stuff. But either way, I mean, it does work, because technically if he looks like a clone, it makes sense because he is the basis for clones. But then it comes with this little pack here, which obviously is the accessories. So let's open it up here. Okay, so here's the jetpack. Obviously Jango Fett, he needs his jetpack, which actually I'm gonna put that on after I take this head off, because he does have a removable head. And again, here's a closer look at that head. It's just very reminiscent of a clone trooper. But then here is his helmet. Oh boy, this looks sick. Wow, it is super metallic-y. Can the rangefinder move? I believe it. Yes, it can. The little rangefinder can move. Oh man, this thing is just sick. I love Jango Fett. So just go ahead and pop this thing on here. Oh man, this is kind of hard to do. Let me see if I can do this off camera real quick. Okay, there we go. That was a little tricky, but we got it on. Oh dude, having the whole thing together just looks so sick. This is the definitive 3.75 inch Jango Fett figure. So let's give him his backpack, or his jetpack here. Fits perfectly. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I got this figure. yeah, whenever, I actually don't even remember this figure being announced. Like, it kind of just, one day I just saw a bunch of reviews on it, and I just remember being like, oh my gosh, I gotta get that figure. This looks like it's straight out of the movie, though. It's beautiful. And then, obviously, he has his signature pistols, which I'm just gonna put in his holsters here. Let's see if I can. Yep, they just go right in there like that. Oh, I guess they don't, go all the way down. So they don't poke through the end. But, yeah. So I think he retails for like $25. I got him for $30. Just because sometimes like the really new stuff at Toy Kingdom is a little bit more expensive. Things that are in more high demand are a little bit more expensive. But I was checking like on eBay. He goes for about $40 sealed. So he is like a little bit of a more expensive deluxe figure. And a lot of people were saying that he should have just been normally released. Alright, so I finally got him posed here, and I decided to give him his pistols. And this thing just looks incredible. I honestly love this guy. Hasbro has been knocking it out of the park recently with these prequel figures. They got Count Dooku, which is the definitive 3.75-inch Count Dooku, as well as this Jango Fett, which is also the definitive version. He just looks so sick, and I'm so excited to put him into my display. Yeah, and then here is a closer look at the, you know, accessories he comes with. I might actually find a use for this head, because I'm definitely going to keep him with his helmet on, which that's been another point of debate is, you know, should Hasbro stick with the removable helmets, or should it be the swappable? And honestly, in this case, swappable is perfect, because this looks perfect. The helmet fits perfectly, obviously, because it's its own mold. But sometimes, you know, you kind of get the bulkiness or the oversizing if you put a helmet over top of a head scan, especially with clones and stuff. So I am all for the swappability of it all, because although yes, it's more accurate to be able to remove the helmet without having to swap the heads, it just looks so much better like this. So yeah, and then we obviously have the ones that I opened before. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys in my display, and I'll probably make an update video once I've done that. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.